What's up, YouTube? This is Shawboys2324, aka Henry Scarborough Jr. This is another DVD review. This is a DVD review on The Rock, the epic journey of Dwayne The Rock Johnson 3D set. Let's take a look. Alright, The Rock, the epic journey of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Finally, The Rock has come back to WWE, and finally, The Rock's story is being told in its entirety. From growing up in a sports entertainment family to playing Division I NCAA football at the University of Miami to becoming a third-generation superstar and the biggest and most electrifying entertainer in history to conquer Hollywood and returning to WWE. The epic journey of Dwayne The Rock Johnson covers it all, packed with brand new exclusive interviews with the Great One, as well as his parents. Mr. McMahon, Triple H, Mick Foley, Chris Jericho, John Cena, CM Punk, and more. This 2-hour documentary traces the amazing story of The Rock. This 3-disc set is also packed with a selection of career-spanning matches and promos and some never-before-seen released on DVD. The Rock's journey comes full circle, and now fans everywhere can relive it. Have The Rock with his shirt. Have The Rock right here. The Rock throwing the people's elbow on Mankind. The Rock Reign Return, and The Rock 7.5. That stuff. Yeah, Rock set. Alright, let's get into it. Yeah, The Rock. Here's a quote from The Rock. In 1995, $7 in my pocket. Through blood, sweat, and respect, I relentlessly chase greatness. This is who I am. This is what I do. Signed, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Team Bring It Strong. Alright, let's open it up. As you can see, behind this one, you have The Rock arm dragging The Miz. Right. Behind this two, you have The Rock bottoming Brock Lesnar. And behind this three, you have The Rock returning to Raw. Alright. Let's close this up. We have The Rock, this one. I love this documentary so much because I wanted to see The Rock in the documentary, and this was really amazing documentary. Family tradition, talks about the family traditions, heritage, how he talked about him being a football player in University of Miami, and also talking about how like during his he wanted to be a football player. He played in the CFL, but he didn't get to manage to play in the NFL and stuff like that. Blue chip, how he was really a blue chip in the beginning of his career. Rocky sucks. He was literally a white meat baby face, and fans resented it. And then he got hurt, and then he came back in the Nation, joined the Nation Domination, turned heel, cut the promo of how he talked Rocky died, Rocky sucks, and the corporate champ, how he turned. He was starting to become huge babyface, and then he instantly turned heel. They went past tradition, and then that's when he became the top, really a top guy, and represented as the number 2 guy next to Austin, fighting for number 1. They were always at that. He always wanted to be number 1. He didn't want to be below Stone Cold Austin. Even Triple H didn't want to be below Steve Austin as well. All 3 of those guys wanted to be number 1 in the business. The People's Champ, how he was getting massively over with the people. Like he's the people's chosen champion, Rock Sock Connection. He talks about the relationship with Mick Foley, all this other stuff, on how they really mesh and dwell together. Mainstream star, talks about like his Saturday Night Live appearance and his movie appearances, electrifying. He was electrifying all over the world. Icon versus Icon talks about him versus Hulk Hogan, how that was a very very nice moment for him. Um, Backlash talks about how like he talks about where like he after SummerSlam 2002. Okay, in the Hogan match, he got booed. Um, Hogan got cheered, he got booed, and then when he came back, he got booed. He got cheered, but then at SummerSlam he got booed, and then he turned heel at SummerSlam 2002. After when he dropped the belt to Rock, the backlash came from like he was going and coming, he was coming and coming back, and like he was just like, like, oh Rock is one of us. Why is he leaving us? Rock concert is probably one of the most entertaining things on Raw. One of the most entertaining segments on Raw, especially the one about Sacramento. The Rock has done it all. Talks about how like he done everything in the business in such a short period of time. Now he wants to move all that stuff. This is where he talks about the match with Austin and Austin Rock 3, how Austin put him over in their last match. It was eventually his retirement match. Hollywood sensation, how he drifted out to Hollywood and stuff. 20th anniversary, honoring his family in the Hall of Fame. He inducted both his father and his grandfather in the Hall of Fame in 2008. Rock comes home. Rock comes back after 7 long years, a year in the making. Talks about the upcoming match between John Cena and at WrestleMania 28. Happy birthday! Vince threw him a surprise happy birthday on live in Miami on Raw, and Rock's toy chest. How like the like all the memories and stuff like that, like him and Rock and Vince always like been best buddies, whatever. And overall, I recommend watching this documentary. It's very very entertaining, very informative. I learned a lot about The Rock watching the documentary. Let's get into this too now. Survivor Series elimination match. Rocky Maivia. This is his debut match. Mark Mello, Barry Windham, and J.J. St. Roberts versus Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Goldust, Crush, and Jerry King Lawler. This is also where Rock and Triple H also first encountered each other. This was an alright match. He was a sole survivor. That's all I really can like. It's like probably the worst match on the DVD, but it's not really the worst. In terms of like match quality, it was just out of all the matches on this DVD, like this was not really the best one. I would just put it that way. The Rock. This was also Survivor Series, November 11, 1996. The Rock versus Triple H Raw, May 25th, 1998. I think this ended in DQ. I'm probably not sure, but it was alright. Rock and Triple H always had great matches with each other. They always tell great stories every time when they're in the ring together. Same with this match, ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. The Rock versus Triple H, SummerSlam, August 30th, 1998. This was at a time where ladder matches were like high flyers and stuff. Like they weren't high flyers necessarily, but like they told a really really great story and had like an excellent match because of it. Triple threat cage match: The Rock versus Mankind versus Ken Shamrock. Breakdown: September 27, 1998. I think this was for the number one contendership for the Intercontinental Championship was on the line as well. This was a good match. For Triple Threat Steel Cage. Mankind thought he won the match, but The Rock pinned Ken Shamrock. Overall, this was a good match. Can't complain about this one. I quit match for the WWE Championship. The Rock versus Mankind Royal Rumble, January 24th, 1998. Really good match. Like this is also a really brutal match to watch because especially towards the end where where Mankind was handcuffed and steel chairs and Rock just hammered on the steel chairs with him and eventually got him over as a heel, a sick deadly heel that's willing to do anything and everything to. And also he was very entertaining as a heel as well. Like he's a heel, but he was like one of the most coolest heels ever in the WWE. Like bar none. No holds barred match for the WWE Championship. The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Backlash. Uh, April 25th, 1999. This was a really really good match. Their WrestleMania 15 was better, but like this was probably their best non WrestleMania match they ever had. I enjoyed this match. And also like The Rock had Austin's smoking skull pole. So like it's crazy. This triple threat match for the WWE Championship: The Rock versus Kurt Angle versus Triple H, SummerSlam, August 27, 2000. I talked about this match in previous DVDs, so I'm not gonna really get and dwell on it too much. You already know my thoughts about it. It was just the love triangle between Kurt Angle and Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, and The Rock was champion, so The Rock was obviously was gonna retain. World Tag Team Championship match: The Rock and Undertaker versus Edge and Christian. It was a quick, fast paced match. And yeah, that was all pretty much. It wasn't a bad match. It was a Raw match, typical, but it was very, very fast paced. It's enjoyable, kind of forgettable. It's a very forgettable match. The Undertaker and Rock won. I think that they dropped the titles on that SmackDown, the following SmackDown, during that week or after or like the Raw or the Raw after that. I'm not sure. The Rock versus Nature Boy Ric Flair, Raw July 29th, 2002. This was a really really underrated match. Like imagine if it was like The Rock and Ric Flair at 18 and Austin. I just always go back to that. Like Austin and probably like should have been Austin and Hogan at WrestleMania 18 and like Rock and Flair, at WrestleMania 18, like those two, that would have been really really nice. But this was a really like good Raw match. WWE Undisputed Championship match: The Rock versus Brock Lesnar, SummerSlam, August 25th, 2002. This was a really good match. Can't complain. They only had one match with each other. It was an excellent match. I can't really complain. It was really really good title match. And Rock actually turned heel on the fans, like, cause he was like healing it up too. Like he was like playing the heel. He was playing the heel. I don't think Rock. It was weird. Like during that time, especially, it was weird how like Rock was a baby face going into SummerSlam, and then at the event he turned heel. At the event he was a heel. He was booed out of the building. Rocky sucks, like all the other stuff. So it's kind of weird dynamic, but then again, it was in New York and Nassau Coliseum, so it was like stuff like that. But it was a good match. The Rock versus Hulk Hogan, No Way Out. February 23rd, 2003. I will say this was probably, if you want to, Rock as a heel, God, it was amazing for this match, and Hogan got screwed over. So ultimately it was a really really good match. The Rock returns to Raw the night after No Way Out. Like he said he's gonna be in the Battle Royal. Like man, like Rock again. Like Rock was very very entertaining. Like probably like I believe he was in Toronto. Yeah, Toronto. I believe. I believe he was in Toronto during this match. I'm not the match on the segment, and he like chewed them out like crazy, and it was amazing. It was entertaining. Hollywood Rock was probably like the best persona of his, especially in the Rock concert too. Raw, April  21st, 2003. Really good match. I'm not match. Segment. A very entertaining segment. My bad. This is where the matches stop after The Rock versus Hulk Hogan. This is where the matches stop. That's the last match on this DVD, and then now it's just moments. Like a Rock concert too was amazing. I think the first Rock concert was really good. This one's also entertaining as well with the Gilbert and Goldberg outsmarting Goldberg. But I think the first one when he was in Sacramento, that was really really entertaining. The WrestleMania guest host on Raw. It's alright segment. I was happy at the time. I was watching this live when Rock returned. Almost everybody knew that Rock was returning to Raw, and it was going to guest host, be the special guest host for WrestleMania. So and he talks about he talks about bad about John Cena, all that stuff. The People's WrestleMania. The last two segments, like this one, like I feel like not unnecessary, but like didn't really need it. Like the first Rock TV that came out, that was I'll say that this was better. Like that was better. I would take the matches from that DVD and just add the documentary, and just like add make. I probably would make this like a 4 disc, or maybe, well, they haven't done a 5 disc, but like I'm just saying, like have a documentary, then his best matches, and then his best moments on top of that, like throughout his WWE career. That would have been like same thing with the Austin DVD. I would do the same thing with this one. But anyway, overall, I have enjoyed this DVD. I highly recommend it, especially if you're a Rock fan. It's very entertaining. Love the documentary. It's probably like my favorite part of this DVD. The Rock's best matches was in his first DVD that came out in 2007 or 2008. If you want me to do a review on that, please comment down below, and I will hopefully get to that one as soon as possible. But yeah, that's it for me. More reviews are coming. We have some DVDs. We gotta watch and review, and looking forward to reviewing those. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys next time. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.